What's up, y'all? Welcome to Season 2 of Rolling Stone. This is the new Harry Potter game. Now, Connor, I know nothing about Harry Potter. I read, like, the first book, the second book, and, like, the fifth book. What is up with this?
Okay.
What is up with this game?
I read all the books, seen all the movies. I was totally into it. I've been to the Harry Potter world at Universal Studios and all that stuff. Like, yeah, it's big. I'm definitely a fanboy. Anyhow, so the game is supposed to be a lot like Skyrim or any of the other open world Cyberpunk, Grand Theft Auto,
Zelda, Sonic,
in
all
the
of them.
in the like of that.
Right.
I actually thought about, playing video games again just because I like it's another it's another cool Harry Potter thing to me.
Yeah.
However, with all the stuff going on around it, it makes anybody second guess whether or not they're going to actually play because people have some serious opinions about it.
Yeah, the extent of my knowledge of this is that people just tend to not like J.K. Rowling personally based off some opinions that she shared on the internet, which, by the way, as far as I know, has nothing to do with anything she ever wrote in a book. Nothing even tangentially related to Harry Potter, the characters, or the story.
There's definitely an argument that can be made that J.K. Rowling just wasn't thinking about it when she wrote the book. So
how dare she?
Right. Right. So that would have been all fine, good, and well. And if she had responded that way when asked about such matters,
right,
that would have been one thing.
I see what you're saying. Okay,
but
yeah, right.
When she was asked questions that are a little bit difficult to answer, even if you weren't, especially if you're the author of the book and you weren't expecting questions like that, her answers were pretty indicative of, oh no, I just didn't want any of that.
Yeah.
In the world that I created.
Yeah.
So that's where it goes from, maybe misrepresentation or no representation to outright, a little bit of malevolence going on J.K. Rowling's part.
Right. And so what you're referring to here is this. So on Twitter here, she has liked tweets that described trans women as men in dresses. I mean,
terrible start.
That's
a terrible start.
It's pretty risque. I mean, if you want to be a mainstream beloved icon, not a great place to start. She says she's worried about the new trans activism. And of course, I'm giving her the benefit of the doubt. Maybe new trans activism is something markedly different from like normal trans activism, perhaps,
or the old one. I didn't know there was an old one.
Maybe she's worried about something that's.
I'm very uneducated on that subject for sure.
It could be something that's perhaps more radicalized and more overt than, like she had been in support of, trans people in general, but maybe she's against the kind of like overt like propagandizing. I'm just giving her the benefit of the doubt.
Here's the thing.
This is taken completely out of this is a half of a sentence here. So anyway,
no. In JK's sense, I don't think it is taken out of context at all because she keeps doubling down. Yeah. You can't say that it's taken out of context when she's confronted about the context that it was taken in, and she says, no, I meant that. Which is what she has done.
Well,
you can claim that her words are being taken out of context, but they're not, because when she's asked about it, she's like, yeah, I support what I said.
I'm just saying it's literally a half a sentence. I mean, I agree with you. I agree with you for the most part. So she's doubled down on her stance. She got asked about it multiple times. The castmates, Emma Watson, she was Hermione. Hermione, yes. Okay. See, I know a little bit. I know some stuff.
You know how to, read it phonetically, I guess.
I know how to sound it out. I'm a good reader, Connor. Give me a gold star. Okay, then Voldemort, let's see, is one of the few actors, so not Voldemort, obviously. Ralph, I don't know how to pronounce
Ralph
this.
Fiennes?
If you don't know, you don't tell me if you don't know. Fiennes? That's how you say, totally how you say.
He's not a Harry Potter character.
He's one of the few Harry Potter actors to defend the transphobic author, saying that he understood where people upset with Rowling come from, but that Rowling was not some obscene, uber right-wing fascist. This is kind of more where I would probably line up on this. Like, to call her...
See, now, even this guy, even Ralph here is saying, look, she, whew, I'm not really banging with what she was saying here, but she's not the demon that you might think she is.
I mean, if you're J.K. Rowling, and I mean, how many millions of dollars does she have? I mean, she kind of has a certain right to not care.
To not care if she doesn't care.
I mean, look, if you have how many? Here's another question I have: how many millions of Harry Potter fans that are buying her books and games and movies and such? How many of them are realistically trans?
Lots, dude.
But how many?
What are you saying?
50%?
Well, it wouldn't be 50%.
You will get a range of numbers on this, and I'm just going to read the first few that actually give me a concrete number. Pew Research, 1.6% of U.S. adults are transgender or non-binary. Here's a different one from Pew Research. I guess this Pew Research disagrees with the other Pew Research. About 5% of young adults in U.S. are transgender or non-binary. Maybe there's a higher percentage of those who are younger. Maybe that's what we're looking at.
The percentage recorded may have been higher decades ago if it weren't for the fact that they were scared of persecution. You know,
possibly.
That's actually that's probable, is from most of the things I've read on that.
Or maybe they're just claiming to be trans for attention.
I doubt it. I doubt it.
All right, so but my
Considering
point
the
is
attention
simply,
that it's garnered.
All right, no, I'm playing devil's advocate here, folks. Don't crucify me in the comment section. I'm
You'll
simply saying
cut that part out.
Oh, I'm not editing this. You think I'm editing this?
All right.
Worst case scenario, we're looking at approximately 5%. Let's say in the last year it doubled 10%. I mean, at the millions and millions of dollars in revenue that J.K. Rowling has made, she probably thinks, I'm not saying this, she probably thinks she can afford to lose 1 to 5%. Worst case scenario, maybe 10%.
Yeah, I'm sure she does.
So, I mean, what I'm getting at is the idea that she's a far right-wing fascist extremist. It's like, maybe she's just a bad business person.
However,
maybe she's just losing money.
There are a lot of, right-wing fascist radicals or whatever who may support J.K. Rowling's stuff. Like, she doesn't even identify with some of their views, but if she makes money off of them just because they're all up in this drama and the rabble rousing and, then she's not going to turn down new money. The right-wing people were the ones burning her books because they promoted witchcraft when they came out. So this would all be coming full circle. That would be brilliant.
You had to send me a source for that because I wasn't aware of that.
Oh, yes, 100%. They've tried to have them banned in public schools in America.
I believe it.
Parents wanted them banned in public schools in America. Private schools, many private schools refused to put Harry Potter books on the shelves. There were tons of articles all over the country about it, and I'm sure in other countries where it was all because it was promoting witchcraft. Evangelical Christians, 100%.
But they love her now because she's an anti-woke crusader.
I don't know that that's true, but it could be.
Well, let's see. Let's continue past sentence number 3 of this article here. All right. So obviously we're not going to read all of this. This is Rolling Stoned, and since we are definitely not stoned, we want to move quickly and swiftly through here.
Speak for yourself.
So there's a fierce debate over the ethics of buying or streaming the game. Okay, so if you buy or stream the game, Connor, remember you're kind of
that's what I was telling you about.
You're kind of co-signing transphobia and anti-LGBT violence.
That is the sentiment that is being put out there. Yes,
I'm saying if you buy the game, you as a Harry Potter fan are now.
Correct. That is the message that is being put out there.
You're on the chopping block now, man. You hateful bigot. Okay, so this great.
You know,
Genius.
this puts a whole new spin on that Nimbus 2000 vibrating broom that came out that they discontinued for other reasons.
I don't even want to know why that was discontinued.
The only thing that this thing did was it made a noise and the whole shaft vibrated.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I guess Harry Potter has had a long, storied history of just problematic terrible
stuff going on.
God, just end it.
We didn't see the writing on the wall earlier.
Just delete it. I mean, I'm kind of agreeing with the conservatives now. Burn it. Streamer Hassan Piker, Twitch streamer Hassan Piker, the great Harvard University graduate, the great political scholar who streams daily on Twitch for 2.4 million followers, explained on Tuesday he would not play Hogwarts Legacy so as to avoid being bullied and labeled transphobic by Rowling's detractors.
Which is funny because even in that statement, he's not saying that he didn't have a desire to play the game.
Right.
He's saying, I just don't want the backlash for playing it.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised.
No, it makes sense if playing video games is the thing that people know you for.
Right. I mean, Hassan Piker has pretty heavily gone on the record against J.K. Rowling, but I kind of see his point here, right? He should be allowed to play the game. He doesn't support transphobia. He should still be allowed to play it and stream it for his followers.
Well, that's where we go back to separating art from the artist, which is that's something that a lot of people have a lot of different opinions about. Some people are able to do it. Some people are absolutely not. Look at that guy, 𝓡𝓸𝓵𝓵. He was an artist. As you can see, he does a lot of stuff with very realistic human features and stuff like that. Well, don't get into a long conversations with him about what he thinks about how he develops a human face, because he has his own belief systems on what kind of people look like what and why they look like that. The people who are from there, all their noses are like this. So that's why it's like that. And that's how he would describe like anybody from anywhere.
But are their noses like that?
I don't know. I don't know.
I mean, you're writing the guy off as a racist. I mean, maybe he's just very observant.
As you can see, it says even here, as art exhibits influence from ancient cultures such as Egyptian, Slavic, Aztec, combines with elements of art. No, yes, right.
Yeah.
So that was his. He acted like he could look at people and like tell where people were from, which that's where you get into some problematic territory.
Yeah. So are you going to get rid of your enormous 𝓡𝓸𝓵𝓵 statue in your house?
No, I saw one documentary on Netflix about this dude.
Connor does not have a 𝓡𝓸𝓵𝓵 statue. He would probably like to, though.
Depends on which one.
Okay. So listen what the other great scholar, Meowry, has to say about this. On the kind of leaning towards supporting J.K. Rowling's side. No shade to people who want to boycott the game. I respect your viewpoint. I really do. But, now there's a but. There's a not a very conveniently placed but. But what if I told you people can like Harry Potter and also not agree with or support J.K. Rowling's views, political views, etc., right? Do we really need to be sending death threats over this? No, we do not need to be sending death threats over this. We basically fleshed it out here, folks. We don't need to be burning Harry Potter.
She sounds like she's cooking with gas there.
We don't need to burn Harry Potter. We don't need to burn J.K. Rowling. We don't need to burn Hassan Piker or any of these guys. So they have this new subreddit now who says, no LGBTQ posting of any kind or you will be reported and permanently banned. This community is safe.
What?
This community is safe and pro-man and pro-women.
Ooh.
It doesn't sound very good there.
Ooh.
But now look, like your instant reaction to that is like disgust, right? But like,
yeah.
But on the face of it, look at it.
On the face of it, it's bad.
On the face of it, pro man and pro woman.
You're just putting.
Isn't that just being pro people?
No.
I know it's not.
That is the most divisive.
I'm saying
the most divisive use of language.
I understand that, but I know that you know that. But
yes,
what their response is going to be what the Hogwarts Legacy JKR response is, all we said is we're pro man and pro woman.
This is placating to jackasses.
What's so hateful about being pro man and pro woman? I'm pro man and pro woman, aren't you?
First off, no, I'm not.
You're not pro man and pro woman.
I'm pro people. Yeah, great. They're awesome.
Okay, so we all agree, right?
Right.
No, so right, so obviously,
and it's already been flagged as a hate post by one Redditor and probably a bunch of others, I'm sure.
Now, again, this is the thing that I think is stupid. I think you should still be allowed to say I'm pro man, but look, what you're doing. This is a reactionary comment. This is the default position. This is reactionary. They're just responding in kind. So, in context of assuming from the get-go, trans people are cool, we got no problem with them. In response to that, you say pro man, pro woman. Now, all of a sudden, it's taken as a hate post, right? Now, listen, you would be an idiot. I mean, literally, and I actually mean literally, literarily speaking here, you would be an idiot to disagree with either of these statements.
Right.
Right? It's the same thing with pro-life, pro-choice. Are you anti-life or are you anti-choice? Right? It's the same thing. These are two sides of the same coin. And like, can't we all just get along? Apparently not.
No.
Harry Potter is just
how none of this works.
Harry Potter has just wedged its way into the culture war, and now we have to fight over wizards and magic. Isn't that great, Connor? We just live in the greatest time.
Considering that there's magic involved, it is more interesting.
This is the greatest time to be alive, is it not? God, the stuff people find to argue about. Like, how hard is it to not play this game? I'm just so sick. I'm so sick of this game of, like, you're either a Trump supporter or you're a pro-wizard, pro-lesbian, trans, magical spell activist. I don't care. I don't play the game. I'm annoyed with it. And that's why I wanted to do this show. And Connor, you're on fire over here, man. I just want to say,
we're talking about stuff I know about.
Well, this is the spirit of this show, folks. Okay, this is the spirit of Rolling Stoned. Okay, it's going through, because the Rolling Stone is supposed to be a music publication, right? It's supposed to be very strongly tied into the culture, and getting a barometer reading on what's going through people's minds and how people are feeling and stuff. So this is very blurry, complicated, nuanced issues, and leave it up to the Rolling Stone to not only dumb down these issues to the point where it's so obnoxious to even read this, but then on top of it, they have to feed into the anger and vitriol of both sides now.
Yep.
So now it's not even just, here's the facts, and this guy said this, and this guy said this, and make your opinion on it. It's not even that anymore.
There's a level of all of it that is sensationalized.
It's like, if you think this, you're a bad person. But if you disagree with them, you're also a bad person. So get angry and click on this article to make us more money to send to the Saudi prince. It's just this is the whole spirit of this show, though. I'm just so glad you're here, because I don't have to suffer alone anymore. Anyway, the pro-rolling, the pro-rolling activists. I'm a pro-rolling activist.
I'm telling you, there's a lot. There's a lot of passionate opinions surrounding this video game.
Dude, I'm passionate. I'm getting real passionate.
But like I said, it's Harry Potter, so it's really not the video game. It's a whole movement and franchise as it is.
They're changing the world, Connor. They're activists. Man, they're just taking an ideological... What even is an ideological victory lap? We were right about something.
In my own head.
All right.
In my own head.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Here we go. Ready?
I mean, I
just took an ideological victory lap. Yes!
I think it's healthy to take those.
Yes. Greg Ellis thanked Rowling personally for the gig. Oh, wow. And she thanked him in return. So, yeah, and then Ellis predicted the end of the great wokeification of the 2010s. It's coming to an end, y'all. Well, at least we can all celebrate and relax.
What does that even mean? Does that mean that
I don't know.
Does that mean that the next decade's going to be worse, better? What does that imply?
Let us know in the comments down below. Is the great wokeification of the 2010s finally, at long last, coming to an end, or are we just getting started?
We want everybody's horrible opinion on this.
Yeah, let us know what you guys think in the comment section down below as I pull up this great picture of Atreyu and Falcor.
It's not Atreyu and Falcor.
Don't forget to hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel right over here somewhere. If you want to be notified on all our future episodes, season 2 of Rolling Stoned is officially underway. Don't forget also to share this video. Share it with
like it, share, subscribe, all that stuff.
Share this video with all of the right-wing Trumpers that you know, and also share it with all of the far-left radical, feminists.
And really, the most important demographic of all, Harry Potter fans.
Yes.
How about the people who are fans of Harry Potter? That's I feel like that's you want people's opinion. How about the people who like the stuff?
Yeah, the average run-of-the-mill Harry Potter turfs. Share it, send it to them. They'll probably disagree with something that we had to say.
All you muggles out there.
Yes. So that has been Harry Potter and the prisoner of this episode of this YouTube channel that I can't seem to escape from.
Expelliarmus. And we are signing out.
You hear that, you trolls? You've been disarmed. Wait, where's my wand? Hold on. What'd you do with it? You had it a second ago. Where is it? Give me it. Give me a wand, Connor. You can't even see it. There we go. Expelliarmus. Expelliarmus.
I mean, you'd say it was forced.
Expelliarmus!